what I was trying to do horizontal live, and it's a bit tricky getting you have to change the orientation. So I don't remember changing it when I stopped doing the live stream earlier. So, although in this type of walk, it's probably better doing it vertical rather than horizontal. Landscape's horizontal and portrait is vertical. So we've just been truck spotting. Got some pretty good spots. One Roger Petch. We've got a few peeps from a few vans and stuff. Well, not the vans, it's from the people that are driving the vans. And there's the Bannock Burn. We will see it in a momento. We've already seen it now down here. The new the path has been fixed. So what we're going to do now is we're heading home. So I was going to talk about what we're going to. Okay, well, there's the path there, right? So they fixed all that hole. That all fell away. All that there. So they put that bit of wood in and built it all back up. Nice job. So this is the Bannock Burn, people. The famous Bannock Burn. So the place is called Bannock Burn. We've got that tree there. Yeah, we're going to get that. Well, I don't know, I need to get a petrol chainsaw. I mean, you guess you go for the low hanging fruit, don't you? That's what you do. So probably not. So they've used some wood and some. It's probably better to do a live stream. Which way we're going? So, what I'm going to talk about is old friends from school. Now, they're usually a bunch of useless bastards, right? That's what I'll say right from the start. And at the end, I'm going to say they're a bunch of useless bastards, right? So basically, friends from school are useless. So on the one hand, it's nice to have friends from school to keep in touch. Now we'll do talk about will we do relatives as well in this? Yeah, maybe. Right, so friends from school are useless fuckers, right? So the ones that I know from school, it's nice that we're friends on Facebook. So there's two of them that I meet and they're both fucking useless. Well, one is even more useless than the other. And it's basically your lives drift apart, don't they? And you develop in different ways. And I think the only reason you were friends was just because you were kind of stuck with each other at the time. And you were probably the closest approximation to people like us. PLU. I was going to use inverted commas there, but people like us. So I think the reality is that if you're not like in regular contact with them and you're not pals with them, that means you're not really pals anymore. But it depends on definition of pals. What is that? What's the definition of that? So what is that definition? So relatives, they're a pain in the arse. I mean, they're either going to steal resources off you, and if they're female, they're not going to be happy unless they get total. You got to have total disengagement, or pretend that you're engaging and give them fuck all. You can do it that way. My brother does it that way. He gives them fuck all, and they all like him somehow, or whatever that means. because he doesn't challenge them. He just like, but he's like that with everyone. He's like that in life generally. So I went and looked at. So he still hasn't realised he's not fucking 16 anymore. I would say out of three siblings, I'm probably in some ways the most mature. But of course he would debunk that because that's what he does. But I think I'm more mature. I think the eldest one's just a lunatic, irrational nut. There's just not a repair in that one. And so the other two, why the fuck are you talking about this? Who cares? There's nobody fucking watching this. Right. Nobody gives a shit about you and your fucking relatives. Right? So move on from it and stop talking about it. Okay then. So pals, yeah, it's... So I get these strange messages for this pal that I've known for years, and it's just, for me, I'm not getting any satisfaction out of the relationship, if you want to call it that, at all, and I've just finally realised there's no shared interests or anything, but there is trucks. Truck spotting, yeah. It's just that thing where you get this, so they were going to come and meet me and everything, and then, of course, my times didn't work in with theirs, and so it didn't work, you know. I was like, fucking hell. If you really want to meet someone, go and fucking visit them, you know. And, or maybe it was up to me to offer or something. Fuck do I know. Well, I need to get home and have breakfast. I don't know what the fuck that is. I was just thinking about going up and down here a couple of times. No, because I need to go home and get breakfast. In fact, we'll not go that way because school, I don't really want to end up videoing, there's loads of kids about. Maybe better just going straight on. So, this is probably not a good time to do a live stream, considering most of the audience are British. And it is... what time is it? It's 4 minutes past 8. I am thinking about just doing a normal video actually. Why do you... A live stream's as good as anything, why not? Do a live stream. There's one watching. Right, so I think what happens is you're born into this family and you're pretty much on your own. Because whatever way you look at it, like my brother's on his own as well, because he's in contact with all them fuckers, but they're not going to emotionally improve him or anything, or they're not going to be able to have a decent relationship because they're twats. They're arseholes. They're like middle class arseholes. You know, and manipulating and gaslighting and triangulation, all the narcissistic tricks in the book, you were getting fully bombarded with them regardless of, and we were all getting played off. And of course my father was too weak. He was mentally too weak. He was mentally very strong in that he could go away into the North Sea and risk his life and make big money. He was mentally very strong that way. And that was an escape tactic, I think, that you get away from and go and fucking disappear. And then there's a lot of things happened that when he was away that were quite fucking mind-boggling, and they were actually her responsibility. That's quite a nice little view there, isn't it? I think we might get a wee picture of that with the other phone. I've never really seen it like that before. It's got a... You just need a phone, you don't need anything fancy. Well, it'd be nice to have a fancy camera, but... See if I can adjust the colour. Let's turn it up a bit. A bit of life to it. So it's just sawdust. Yeah. Right. So. Yeah, I mean, well, look at that. That's quite dodgy if you're on a bike, isn't it? Really should do something about that. Just need to cut that down. Coming down there on a bike, that would fucking be nasty, wouldn't it? If you came down there, some kind of mountain bike. God, yeah, you just fucking knock you right off. Yeah, it's just relationships. But I suppose if you just come from a normal family, and what you're going to expect? What would you expect? You're not really going to expect anything, are you? Is that where I'm going wrong? I'm expecting something. I think everything, we're guided by our emotions. So the woman that's attacking me is emotionally trying to connect. She just doesn't know how to, she doesn't know how to connect. She doesn't know, she hasn't been brought up at all well, appropriately or anything. She doesn't know how to connect with anyone. She shouts and she's running off complete emotion, constant emotion all the time. And the result is, so she's not getting the feed that she needs, so she started attacking me. Basically that is lifts, mooching, sponging. So when you're being attacked, you have to, see, that's not good either, is it? That's been like that for a while. No, I can't lift that over. I already tried it once before. Fucking, there's so many dangers around here, isn't there? Just need to pull that over. Probably. There's a lot of dangers around. So, hiya. So, so many dangers around. Well, I could just do this video and people can watch it if they want. It's quite a nice walk in the wood. No trucks or nothing like that. So what was I talking about? So it is what it is. I was watching it, I went to sleep last night listening to this video about, I listen to these videos, these real deep videos, about there could be another me floating around in the universe. And how do we know that time isn't a constant? Or I'm not even sure if I'm explaining this right, but the time in the past and the time in the future is still there, sort of thing. So it's kind of heavy in your head when you. Well, actually, I went to bed listening to it. It is a bit heavy, and if there's another variation of me, so if I took a different choice or made took a different turn in, I could have landed up in a completely different situation. And how these things actually affect your health and your look, the way you look and everything, your body, everything. Your health, like if I hadn't done what I'd done, I'd be a different person, wouldn't I? But it's all a bit sketchy getting your head around it all. So, I can't even speak about it because I'd need to watch it again, and a lot of it is kind of. It's a good reminder when you get like obsessed with all your little things, that just how insignificant you are in the grand scheme of things in the history of the universe. The history of the universe, well, what does that mean? Well, if it's still, so the universe, so there's the star away over there, like thousands of miles away, light years or whatever, is thousands of years. Is it in the past or is it the future? I don't really know for sure. Do I? Is it? Well, is it in the past? Yes. So the sun's in the past, isn't it? Well, it takes so long. Well, why is it not in the future then? I'm trying to orientate myself with this. So why is the sun behind us? Why does it take? So it takes it takes time for the light to get to me. So why is it in the past what we are seeing if we look up at the sun? Why is it not in the future? Why can we not be looking into the future? Oh God, that's got me like, yeah, I think that's got my, I mean, I'm limited to what I can think about, you know, it's like, everybody's got their limits. At least I'm thinking about it, or trying to, but I'm probably not capable of really, well, am I? I mean, I think it's that thing where you can do this variety of different things, but there's a limit to what you're capable of. You're not going to be able to do everything, are you? So, thinking about, is the sun in the past or the future? The other thing, I was just thinking about my children and that. God, why? Well, I've got a random mind that does jump from topic to topic. I can't do nothing for them. They've got to do their own thing. And my son's chosen, the third son has chosen not to do anything. So he's hanging about his mother, and he has been. He's now 1988. No, 98, sorry. He's still hanging about there. And his depression and his mental health disorders are starting to top up, as they would do if you stayed in your bedroom for 15 years, 20 years. It's like solitary confinement, isn't it? It's like being in prison. So he's imprisoned in his own... There's nothing I can do to get him out of there, because they resist me, and they have resisted me. They've chased me away. That was what they did. And that's what she wanted, because she didn't want him freed off. So that's his problem. Now it's funny, because the woman that I'm having a problem with at the moment is very similar to my ex. Very similar, yeah. The same kind of negative lifestyle. Same immature behaviour. Same dead end mentality. Screaming and shouting. Lashing out. Why am I fighting her? Well, because she's attacked me, but I'm fighting her for, there's three things. One, it's for her benefit, because if she wins, she loses. If you win, you shouldn't win. It's not right, it's not fair in the universe if you take advantage of a situation that you shouldn't have, and you're not going to win anything, because you're just going to, you're going to carry on with bad behaviour, which is what she's done in the previous part of her life. Well, up until now, obviously. Because most people just walked away from her and left her. So two, it's not good for the organisation, and they can advocate extremely bad behaviour. And three, it's for me. I don't like losing. Is that what it is? You don't like losing? I think there's got to be an element of that, yeah. But in this case, there's nothing for me to win. I'm not winning anything, so it's a bit of a negative situation, really. So do you walk away, run away, or do you sort it and stand up and be counted? I say stand up and be counted. Don't let these fuckers do that. It's not fair on them, it's not fair on you, it's not fair on anyone. So when people do that to you, the best thing to do is avoid getting involved with people like that. I do try. In this situation, I've landed up involved. So, doesn't seem to be anybody watching. Nobody's watching. So, on that note, naughty, I think it's just a bad time to do it, actually. It's not a good time to do a live stream. It's not good. But I've thoroughly enjoyed getting out for a walk. Get that out of the way. Then I've got to go to that meeting at 10:30. How time is it now? And then I've got stuff to do in the house. It's 8:15, 16 minutes past 8. So I've got stuff to do in the house. Stuff to do. I need to write out a new list. I work off lists. The reason is that if I don't stick to some kind of loose plan, then nothing gets achieved. Well, not very well. So, right. Not very well. Not really. Oh dear. So you have to learn to turn off your ego. Right. Right, so thanks for coming along, those of you who have watched, who are going to watch this in the future. Thank you. We'll do another live stream tomorrow. We'll do it later on in the day. We'll go up, probably go truck spotting. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. But I suppose this was just a walk, that's all it was. Yeah. So, thank you and bye. Bye.